The Hells Angels were and still are the world's largest and most feared motorcycle club. Germany is home to one of the largest and most influential Hells Angels chapters outside of the United States. The German chapter has been involved in a variety of criminal operations, including drug trafficking, extortion, and violence with global ramifications. But is the reign of terror in the German underworld threatened as another opponent explains? These new opponents are not to be taken lightly. It is evident that they are not bound by any code of ethics or morality, and they will go to any length to attain their objectives. But as one member puts it, the struggle for dominance in the criminal underground has never been fiercer. It's a battle between the old and new guards, between tradition and innovation, between the past and the future. The supremacy of the Hells Angels is currently under assault in three areas. Will they be able to defend their position as the dominant power, or will a new monarch take their place? Bikers shoot out in daylight. The Hells Angels veterans and the United Tribunes young immigrant upstarts are fighting in Leipzig, East Germany, near the Czech border. Generational and cultural clashes have one winner. But what happens when you purposefully provoke one of the most dangerous biker gangs on their turf? In the summer of 2016, nearly 200 United Tribunes members gathered in league. Their visible presence shows the city belongs to them and strengthens their relationships. United Tribunes operate like rockers, but don't ride motorcycles. Baki, a Bosnian Civil War refugee, started them in 2004 with tensions at an all-time high. The city allows their demonstration of power as a funeral march for a vassal who was shot by the Hells Angels. Should we enrage Hells Angels? This funeral march was filmed. Sadly, this is city life. Left groups face off. East Germany's formidable Hells Angels, commanded by Marcus M. The young and daring Unified Tribunes, led by Soyen, attack the Angels with purpose and without hesitation. Hells Angel fires bullets. United Tribunes youth Vissel falls Andis, severely injured despite the police's presence. A Hells Angel member kicks him in the head, killing the young guy in the hospital. The offenders are in arrest. But the question remains, how did it come to this? The phone footage of the crime is a terrifying reminder of the terrible repercussions of rival groups clashing, especially when the stakes are high like in this dispute. After this occurrence, the Unified Triune showed they would not submit. Gang survival requires opponent respect. The United Tribunes have martyred their fallen comrade. Their very presence in Leipzig offends the old masters of Hells Angels. The Hells Angels try to annihilate any other organization that dares to flaunt their jackets in public or tries to get into the Angels' business. This could range from the illegal trafficking of narcotics and firearms to the provision of security rackets. From the Hells Angel standpoint, these activities fit firmly under their monopoly. But where do these new biker gangs come from? Where do they find men eager to die for the club? Ali Osman's betrayal. A hazardous biker clash is also raging in Germany's west. A rural region in western Germany, Berlin, once an industrial powerhouse, is today dealing with a different kind of power struggle in the city's red light district, which is as large as it is profitable. Duisburg is the most contested motorcycle stronghold in Germany. For years, rival motorcycle gangs have been stepping on each other's toes. A growing number of young males from immigrant families are joining gangs such as the Sachuras, which were founded in the Netherlands by Indonesian immigrants. With brutal turf conflicts erupting on the streets in 2012, the Sachuras expanded their operations into Germany, with Duisburg serving as their headquarters. It was here that Ali Osman, also known as the Godfather, was crowned as the German president by the Dutch bosses. Immediately, Hells Angels and Kuras attacked each other with knives and firearms and engaged in bloody mass brawls. In August 2012, even a splinter grenade explodes in the clubhouse and a betting office of the Hells Angels in Duisburg. But the bloody war of the biker gangs in the west of Germany takes a turn. The Kuras pretend to respect brotherhood and freedom, but their internal set of rules shows ulterior motives. Ali Osman becomes a state's witness for the police, even though he marked the macho biker with Christian J, who is subsequently unmasked as an informant. Anyone who is expelled from the club must pay €5,000 to re-enter, €100 for drinking alcohol without permission, and prospects must clean the clubhouse. Despite Ali Osman's evidence, he spent 6 years in prison, while Christian J received a lenient 2 years on probation for drug trafficking and carrying a Kalashnikov with 1,000 cartridges. Their testimony, however, was sufficient for authorities to prohibit Kuras in May 2015. The media's increased coverage of these games, as well as social media, has provided them with a dangerous platform, leading to more violence, But what if one of those riders is addicted to social media? What if when one of the rockers goes completely mad, he defies all conventions and calls for a full-scale fight in their red light district, where the Hells Angels are being targeted in northern Germany by the Mongols? Newbie motorbike gang. This biker gang confrontation took place in Hamburg, a city famed for its vibrant red light district and nightlife. The Hells Angels have a long-standing feud with the Mongols, a global club with roots in California and a membership of over 600. But the question is, can they compete with the world's most notorious biker club? The Mongols decided to make a strong statement by showing up in their club jackets on the Reeperbahn, a street crowded with sex businesses and under the solid control of the Hells Angels. Many view it as a declaration of war, and the Hells Angels retaliate fast, attacking Mongol President Erkan Uzun and taking his motorbike jacket from his residence. As a consequence, the stolen jacket appears on Facebook, donned by a transsexual man. Erkan Uzun resort to social media to express their rage. This sets the scene for a clash that has the potential to rock the criminal underworld to its core, while also being the world's first social media motorcycle war. It only takes till December 2015 for Erkan Uzun to be detained on firearms accusations. Surviving troop meets up and receives reinforcements from Switzerland. The Mongols continue to fantasize about making a fortune in the militia. What the Hells Angels are capable of. We've been doing it for a long time. We are not here to cause any problems. The Mongols are here as a fraternity, a motorcycle club without motorcycles and with basic truths. Another newcomer from Switzerland, the Reeperbahn, had always been a magnet for trouble, and the tension had been building for weeks. After Christmas 2015, one night, a group of Mongols arrives and proudly displays their vests in Hells Angel territory. The Angels waste no time and attack them with brute force, outnumbering the Mongols. Amid the turmoil, 3 Mongols managed to flee outside to a waiting cab. However, the Angels were unyielding and continued their attack. In pursuit of the fleeing cab, one of them pulls out a revolver and shoots at the vehicle 7 times. Bullets puncture the metal, shatter the windows, and strike 2 of the Mongols. A young Mongol, Alex M, gets shot in the back, while HEDK is struck by a ricocheting bullet that grazes his arm. Kevin, the Swiss supporter, luckily escapes unhurt. The sound of gunshots reverberates through the streets, sending shockwaves throughout the neighborhood. The police arrive promptly and capture 12 Hells Angels in the area of the crime scene. However, the shooter escapes, and the police are unable to identify him. Arash Rua, the last free leader of the Mongolsis, then attacked in his residence. Both were seriously damaged, yet survived. The authorities have cracked down hard on the motorbike gangs, and several of its top Mongol leaders have been arrested. In 2016, the Mongols disbanded. Before his arrest, Arash Rajan declares that the war is not over.